talking point this night. Today we are talking about what is circulating in Cameroon concerning one barrister, Alice Nkom, who is the chairperson of the Network for Human Rights Defenders in Central Africa. And something happened that she is responding to the government in a way that I am not in support of it, because we always hold on to this issue that teach by example. The very thing you want people to do unto you, those should be the very thing you should be doing to other people. She is a very respected woman in Cameroon as human rights is concerned, because she has been fighting for many people. But I don't know what is actually happening to her, whether it is the anger she has been gathering against the government of Cameroon, and this just came and she decided to pour out the anger. But the message I am sending is, when somebody is angry, it is very difficult for that person to think rightly. But I believe she is having advisors all around her, people who can advise her on what to do concerning this very case with the Ministry of Territorial Administration, because the issue is not going correctly presently, because it is pushing a lot. You know, the ministry did not just come out suddenly and suspended them, those 5 non-governmental organizations. The Ministry of Territorial Administration, first of all, sent a communique that was around June or July, warning and calling the attention of all non-governmental organizations in Cameroon to a show proof of their financial transaction, because the government started accusing them that they are involved in money laundering and helping and promoting terrorism in the country. And they gave them time to prove and show document of what they have been receiving as support from partners out, from partnership out, those who are partnering with their organization. Some of the non-governmental organizations did it, but these 5 non-governmental organizations refused to show proof of the money they have been receiving. And that is why the ministry came out now and banned the 5 organizations that they failed to show proof of their financial transaction. And then as they gave them 3 months ban, I believe that the 3 months was for them to now gather document and present it to the ministry. But when they in Cameroon, when they ban anybody, or when you have problem with the government, whether you are business, you have not paid your tax, they will come and seal your property. That is the very thing the government of Cameroon did to all those 5 non-governmental organizations. And one of it was the Network for Human Rights Defenders in Central Africa, was in which the chairperson is Barrister Alice Nkom. And then she came out angrily and cut off the seal that was placed by the divisional officer for Douala 1, and cut it off without any authorization. We Cameroonians are aware of it, that when taxation or anybody seal your property, you do not have any right. The only thing you have to do is to go to the taxation office or to the person responsible for that, and then you show up everything, and they will come back, or they will send somebody to come and cut it off. But she did it all by herself under a camera and sent it on social media. This angered me a lot, because whether the government is corrupt by her or anybody in authority need obedience. And then I keep on saying that, teach by example. I am one of those criticizing the government of President Paul Biya, praying every day that the government of President Paul Biya maybe something should happen, that they will disappear, a new government or new system in place. But this is not the way to go. And then when she did that, if it was a common man, the government could have sent military immediately or police immediately to arrest the person immediately. But because she is a well-known person, they respected her. And then the senior divisional officer sent a summons to her to come to her to his office so that they would talk about the issue. But she refused. and even call it a joke that the Senior Divisional Officer for Wouri is joking, and wrote a very lengthy issue on social media explaining why she cannot. The letter came, the invitation came late. She was the one to be running behind the government because she has committed a crime. She has committed a crime. Everybody, all Cameroonians shall have equal right. Everybody is equal before the law. That is why I am angry about her attitude, because she is an example to the society. If people like us, when we are involved in something, the people, lawyers like her, barrister like her, usually advise us that we should take it legally. We should take the legal way. But to her, she is not taking the legal way. That is why I am angry, because people will look up to. It's just like we have many political parties now in Cameroon. And all these political parties, we have our own that we are supporting. Whether you are supporting Maurice Kanto, you are supporting Akeremona, you are supporting Osi Joshua. Now you are looking up to these people that they will bring a better Cameroon. If they turn down to be disobeying the law, what are they teaching? Because if this woman now sits in that non-governmental organization and one of the employees disobey her, she will not take it lightly. No matter what, they say obedient before complaining. That is my theory. Obey the law and then complain. They have banned the organization for 3 months. There are agencies in Cameroon that we will see, the government will say they are banned for 1 year. And then within 2 months, you will see them operating because maybe they have regulated what it caused the problem. And it was her right to go to the ministry and show all her people that this is my financial transaction. Now, Mr. Atangaji came out just today and said that from their own investigation, they discovered that these 5 non-governmental organizations have received 16 billion francs CFA from people outside. And then when they check, they discover that they have spent only 400 million. Meaning their expenditure is not clear. Where is the remaining money? They have not spent up to 1 billion. Where is the remaining 15.6 billion? That is what the ministry is asking. So it was just for these 5 non-governmental organizations to come before the government and say, these are the documents, these are the things, our financial transaction, for the government to understand exactly what is going on and to involve and to take part in it. But they refuse, that they are not going to do it, but turn to fight the government. And that is the problem I am talking about. That is why I decided to. People maybe dropping comments and saying that maybe I'm too harsh or I'm insulting. I'm not insulting her. She is a well-respected woman in Cameroon. People respect her. I personally respect her because she has been fighting for people. But we want everything to be done rightly, legally. That is what we are praying for. It should be done legally. Not that anybody, because as she is doing like this, those who are looking up to, if they go tomorrow and see their own shop, what are they going to do? They will cut it off. And where will they end up? In prison. She wrote something I've been talking about, how she started under Amadou Ahijo. Those are not the things interested. Whether you are 100 years, you are equal before the law. There is no different. There is nothing you can do to change it. You are equal. You are equal before the law. The government will not twist it, but the government is already twisting it. Because if she was a common man, they would have been passing by through the Senior Divisional Officer. She was supposed to be arrested because that is a crime. And that is what TFA Talking Point hold on to. I just decided to make this short video for this particular issue, clarification. We are talking about issue here, whether in which country all non-governmental organizations, they check how they are spending their money. Because non-governmental organizations and churches, they have freedom, some kind of financial freedom, that you can send any amount of money to them. But normally, as a person, you cannot take money and send to another person from one country to another a certain amount of money without them asking you where is the money coming from. But with non-governmental organization, many people who are involved in money laundering are in it, doing it, sending it through it. And then they are having their percentage. That is why in churches today, you are hearing about a partnership. You are hearing about a non-governmental organization partnership. Most of those partners are people who are involved in money laundering. So they are sending it there, they cut their own percentage and send the rest to. And that is what the government of Cameroon is trying to cut off to stop. So if they receive 16 billion and spend only 400 million, where is 15.6 billion? That is what the government of Cameroon is asking. They receive it on behalf of the people, the vulnerable people. And then maybe they are sharing it amongst them. If you are non-governmental organizations supposed to be the most transparent bodies or organization in the world, because they are dealing with vulnerable people. They are dealing with charity issue. So they are the one to say, okay, we receive 1 million for this purpose, and we use it for that purpose. But many people turn it as business. So it is not everything that we will keep on condemning the government. There are certain things that we have to look into it and say, no, you have done it right. If they are going the right way, we congratulate them. If they are going the wrong way, as they have been, because the government of Cameroon always follow the wrong way 95% and the right way 5%. So this one, I am congratulating them. They have to do everything for that non-governmental organization to present their account, their financial report. It is not difficult. Just say that I send you this money on this date, and this is how you spend the money. And it is, the government does not want to take the money. But she refused. Why? To me, I am asking this question, why? Is there something they are hiding? That the government gave them more than 3 to 4 months to present their financial report, in which any organization, they have their financial report ready. When you spend this, you write. You spend it, you write. Because those who are supporting you, who are partnering with you, you have to give a report to them. But you spend yours without writing. Because if they were writing, they could have just gone and presented it to the ministry. I heard her yesterday on Equinox TV talking about the deposited document. But if your names appear there, don't just go there and ask the minister, but I deposited this document. You people say everything is okay. Then why are you suspending my organization again? And it will be okay. Legally, everything will be okay. But you want to take it in a violent way. No, it is not right. And the government of Cameroon, you say it in the Constitution, the 1996 Constitution, at the preamble that all persons shall have equal rights. Why are you treating her differently? If it was somebody from Southern Cameroon, I don't believe you could have said the person is hiding because maybe they are using the organization to send money to Amazonia. But this one is not. If she was a common person, she could have been arrested already. Why are you pampering her? That is the question I'm asking the government. Is there something you also are not opening up with, Mr. Atangaji, because you organized a meeting today to talk about how much they have received? Is that how you have been responding to the common people that they have been arresting in Cameroon? We have to change our mentality positively if we want a better Cameroon. Thank you for following us, listening to us. Just drop your own contribution. TFA Talking Point is all about proposing lasting solution to societal problem. And then I saw this thing. I said, no, we have to talk to those we are looking up to. If Cameroon must be better, we have to speak the truth. We have to follow the law. I keep on quoting the president of Burkina Faso, Katin Ibrahim. Everybody all over the world, all Africans are celebrating him, that he is the best. He is the best. There in Burkina Faso, there are still people who are not satisfied with him, who want him to go out. And that is what numerous coup d'etat are taking place there. So there is nobody that is perfect. So everybody must obey the law. Even as we are talking about Southern Cameroon, when Amazonia say Monday is off, It is off. Even government workers are aware of it. And that some of them respect it. Those who do not have military around them, they respect it. Does it mean that they are obeying Ambazonia? No. Even the government workers, they respect it. But because they know that Ambazonia is already having some kind of power in southern Cameroon, so they are forced to respect it. But you, as a legal person, a barrister, and then Romans is saying that she is the first female barrister in Cameroon. And then what are you showing? Which kind of example that you keep on telling us that we should follow matter legally, but you don't follow it legally? Why? That is the problem I am having with her. So drop your own comment, and if you can get to her, just advise her. If anybody closer to her should just talk to her. That if she can defeat the government, she might not be arrested, but people like TFA Talking Point are asking questions. What kind of example are you showing to us? Because you are a leader. She is a leader. What kind of example? That if the government gives us a convocation and we have our power, we should just fight and destroy the government? Is that what you are showing, teaching? That if tomorrow you become the president of Cameroon or a minister of territorial administration, and then you ask one non-governmental organization to present a document and they refuse, and then you suspend and they fight you, will you be happy? This is a question I am asking her. Because she is well qualified and can become a minister. Will you, Barrister Alice, take it? Thank you very much for following us. Thank you for listening and being live with me today. We will talk again and we'll present another video. So we just wanted to clear this issue that we all Cameroonians, we have responsibility. We have responsibility just as we have our right. As we are fighting for our right, we should be giving out our responsibility for a better Cameroon. Thank you.